Welcome back to the New Era Cafe. I'm Peggy Sue Skipper, and I am delighted to be here today with Joyce Long, who is the queen of lymphatic drainage. And she has with her some really interesting equipment today. Joyce, what is this and what does it do?
That is my lifeline to helping people that have been diagnosed with, as most people say, a disease. I call it an imbalance in life because we're just big batteries, right? We're positive and negative. And when the lymphatics are clogged, because they are a one-way running directional, versus blood and lymphatics. Blood takes nutrients to the cells. The lymphatics take away all of the garbage, the toxic waste. It's also referred to as the sewer system of the system.
Sounds like that's what it is.
It really is. Peggy, people are not aware your immunity system is the most valuable system you have. It's like a car. People take better care of their cars. They change the oil, they change the filter, but human beings don't understand. Your blood is your oil and your lymphatics is your oil filter.
And everybody knows if you change the oil and not the filter, you're not going to have good results.
What happens?
Right.
The car gets sick.
Right.
Just like the body. We're just big batteries, positive and negative. So we want to stay positive, running and letting go with the flow. When you work with the immunity system, there's over 250 points just in the head alone that assist in problems called allergies, sinuses, bad eyes at an early age, dental problems.
Hearing problems?
Hearing problems, yes, definitely. And breast issues come from the major part that's drained by the 250 points. Most people that are diagnosed with a lymphatic deficiency or imbalance are reprogrammable in nutrients, minerals, the way they eat, and just teaching them about the body. The blood is moved by the heart, circulation, but the lymphatics are stimulated and moved only by bouncing and movement and working out, trampolining, things like that.
So there's another good reason you should be exercising all the time. Get your sewer system going, right?
Okay, that makes sense. For every ounce of your life, bounce and produce the stimulation. The blood has its own rate that it moves at. The lymphatic is stagnant until it's moving. And that's how people repair the internal problems. They address the lymphatics, clean out their oil filter, put some new blood in there, and they're recharged. One-way valves, some of them can be repaired, some of them cannot. So it depends on the situation and what has happened to the lymphatic. The number one question I'm always asked, Peggy, is how do I undo this? And what happened to me? Stress, drama, bad food, bad water, deodorants, toothpaste, hairspray, carbonated drinks, microwaved food. There's a lot of things that are against you just to begin with every day that you get up. Starting with caffeine. What is it? A stimulant. It stimulates the blood, but it also puts the lymphatic into high gear to clean up the caffeine, the toxic waste from the system, so it doesn't go to the breast and help to create cysts, tumors, or breast problems. In the long run, if you keep your immunity system clear and clean, you will be able to reprogram anything that can come your way. It's knowledge that's important about the lymphatics. How they work, how they don't work, and what you can do to keep your lymphatics open and flowing. Like my motto is, let go with the flow. So I like educate people.
That actually has practical application in this case, right? So what about this machine? What does it do? I've got visions of it shocking me or something.
This
is it electric?
Equipment right here is after the Rife generator frequency way back. This is nothing new. It's new to the United States. And I'm one of the foremost runners on this because I've worked with Dr. Simon de Montfort, and the other gentleman is Dr. Bill, and he's in Canada. What this does is it reapplies an electrical frequency to restart your generator, to restart your battery, to get your positive going back. And it simulates a frequency to gently push open those one-way valves.
Okay. When you say frequency, is that electric? Is it laser?
It's a current that's been adjusted. There's a current that they say is equivalent to the body's lymphatic flow. And I've always been told it's 728. But I'm not the geniuses behind this. I just know that it does work, and basically I work with a lot of plastic surgeons, a lot of internists for scar tissue and rehabilitation of the one-way valves that may have been damaged in surgery, car wrecks, trauma, burns. There's so many uses for the equipment. There's manual lymphatic drainage, which is up old school with Vodder and Bruno Chitley. I was trained with Hannah Kroger, and I was trained with manual, but then I met Sir Dr. Charles McWilliams of the British West Indies, the doctor to the Queen of England, and he told me, said, this is how you help more people in a shorter time. And I was trained on high frequency in nevus. And then I met Dr. Simon de Montfort, who is the famous doctor of the lymph flow. And he trained me in a completely different way. So I've been trained by 4 major people, from manual to high frequency. Give me high frequency any day.
Really?
It goes to the core of the tissue. Manual lymphatic drainage is very important, don't get me wrong. But if I can go deeper and get more done in less time and get my clients, our patients referred by the doctors, in and out of there into a wonderful, well-flowing life, that's what I look for, is repairing the imbalances of the broken highways. We just want to get those roads fixed again.
Absolutely. So that sounds all important, and I think that you're right in that people don't always think about the lymphatic system like they do the blood.
Exactly.
And this was very educational. I want to thank you for stopping by and sharing it with us today. Hope you learned something from all this. I know I did. I'm Peggy Sue Skipper, and I want to thank you for joining us today at the New Era Cafe. Thanks to our sponsor, the New Era Times. Check them out at tnettimes.org.